Hey, how are you doing? It's Monday, and today I want to share a tip with you that I believe will really help you win more listings. Let me ask you this. Do you know the difference between confidence and overconfidence? Or better yet, do you know of someone who's overconfident? Maybe a family member, coworker, a friend. You're probably thinking about them right now. Now, do they talk over people and talk a lot? Do they have a hard time listening to others? Are they always right? Yeah. How does that make you feel? Of course. And many times in sales, it's so easy to get there because we're passionate and our service is the best. I am the best agent and I'm going to tell you all about it to make sure you don't miss anything. It can come across overbearing, overpowering, and overconfident. And it can make a client back up and go list with someone else. Yet when we're confident enough to listen, we're confident enough to know our abilities and know our limitations. An overconfident person does not know their limitations. Therefore, they have a concrete answer for everything and they feel like they're always right. And as human beings, we know we can never always be right or never always know the answer. And I had this little epiphany. I was in my neighborhood and I walked down the street and I found someone who had just listed their home. And I spent a couple hours with him asking why he had listed with the agent he chose. And he said, well, they're better. And then we started digging deeper and deeper. And it came down to they made me feel confident. I felt confident that they could do the job and not miss anything that would cost me money. Because the other agents that they were competing with offered more bells and whistles, had more points on their marketing plan, and had listed and sold more homes. Yet he had chose the one who he had felt confident with. And he was a very analytical person as well, and so he thought it was all logic. But it really came down to how he felt. And there was one point where he had a question and the agent did not know the answer. And the agent said, you know what? I want to make sure I give you the correct information. So I'm not just going to guess. I'm going to find out and get back to you. And he was so impressed, he listed right there. This may not be a surprise to you, and it really wasn't a surprise to me because many home sellers tell me that, but it was just an epiphany that it's so important how we go in there. Because if I feel overconfident, and overconfident people are trying to make up for lack of self-confidence, and so they're promising the moon and the stars, and they really know they can't deliver it. But if I go in there that way, it's going to control how I even act, not just the words I say, and it's going to make the home seller feel uneasy. Because how I feel controls how I act controls how the other party feels. So often, we kind of forget that it's not the words we say. It's not the magical script I have or the objection handler that is so good that I just win listings. More than that, it's how we carry ourselves, how we act, if we're overconfident or we're confident. Now, if we're not confident, that's going to come across as well. But I see a lot of times in our industry, it's easy to get overconfident. And, I've heard home sellers explain it to me, arrogant, aloof, flaky, for people who are just really overconfident. So I hope that helps you kind of bring another element into how you interact with your clients or your prospects. To always be aware of how I'm feeling, how I'm portraying myself, how I'm communicating to my client in a confident way. Not talking and selling and talking really fast and just like, I am so good, I will sell your house. I always notice salespeople talk really high when they're selling, and then when they're relaxed, they talk at a normal pace, and they're not afraid of pauses. That's when you can say less, come across as more confident, and not have that BS meter just going off in your prospect's mind. So go out this week, win more listings, be more confident in your ability and know your limitations, and so you can serve more clients and live a happier, healthier life with more financial freedom and work with clients who have confidence in you.